Hola.
Bryson DeChambeau, 2 under, 68. Bryson, hard to come by red numbers today. What was working well for you?
I felt like a lot of things were working well for me. I was driving it well. My iron play was impeccable. When I got into trouble, wasn't able to get out of it as well today as yesterday. But when I was in the fairway, I was able to attack and take advantage. And I finished really well today. I hit a great drive on 6, great drive on 8, great shot on 7, and a great drive on 9 that just set me up to be able to attack that flag today. And that was a fun way to finish off in a U.S. Open so far. It's great.
Right here to Rex.
Bryson, you said yesterday the key was missing the drivers in the right spot.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of today of missing one in the right spot and missing one in the wrong spot?
Missed one in the wrong spot on 2. So I hit it to the right and just, you got nothing. I had to tried to get over the tree. It was too far back. Kind of spun one up in the air and really didn't have a chance. I tried to go for it. Didn't come out. Got lucky. It bounced back in the first cut. Got it out. And then another one, let's see, 16. I mean, hitting driver all the way up into the right rough, past that dog leg. I still had pitching wedge to the front edge, and it was just a pretty easy shot, and it left it short of the green, but I was still able to play up to the flag, and I fortunately made that putt for birdie. So that was kind of where I felt like I missed it in the right spot.
You followed up 3 bogeys with birdies today. Mm-hmm. How important do you think that bounce back stat is here?
It's important. It keeps your momentum going, I'll tell you that. So I don't really have too much more to say on that other than the fact that you need momentum to keep playing well in the U.S. Open, and that's what I was able to do today.
Doug.
One of the volunteers on the range said you shut the place down again last night. What were you working on? What was important for you today?
So my wedges yesterday weren't that good. I was flying them too far. And I wanted to know what the problem was, and we figured it out what the problem was. It just was going farther than I thought it was. We didn't practice them as well as I should have leading up to this tournament. But we made that adjustment, and it worked out beautifully for me today. Hit a lot of great wedge shots.
What was the adjustment?
Well, it was just saying on the devices that I was hitting it shorter than what it was actually going. So for example, like we calibrate. Okay, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible.
I brought this on myself. Go ahead.
No. Okay. So I'm trying to make it easy as possible. So for me, my 47 degree flies normally 145. Well, last night I was hitting shots, and it was flying 155. And that's what we were on the normalized mode with that wind. And we just didn't calibrate correctly. So I was flying everything 10 yards long consequently with my wedges. And we recalibrated all of them today, and I felt like they worked out really well today.
I might have missed this, by the way. What did you hit on 9 for your second?
Pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're going to go here to the WebEx. Only 2 scores, rounds under par so far today. How does that play into your confidence for this weekend?
I feel great. I mean, confidence is at an all-time high right now. Driving it well. Iron play is fantastic. Wedging's getting better each and every day. And I'm putting it like I know I can. So very, very happy.
Follow up, what part of your game do you get more confidence from? Your driving, iron play, or putting?
Iron play. Yeah, if my iron play is great, I feel like I can play from anywhere. I know my driver is going to be going far, sometimes straight, sometimes a little crooked. But if I can hit my irons really well, then I feel like I'll be good for the rest of the day.
All the way on the left.
Bryson, you were the one guy before the tournament who said you were just going to hit it as far as you could, at every opportunity.
Mm-hmm. And straight. I still want to hit it straight.
I know. But the fact that you have that in your arsenal, do you feel like your round today just shows you create more birdie opportunities
Absolutely.
than anybody else out here? And
Absolutely.
So when you look at the conditions, what kind of advantage does that give you?
Yeah, I wanted to play as hard as possible. I feel like there's so many holes out here that I can take advantage of that some people can't. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to win or anything, right? You still got to execute. You still got to hit the driver straight. If I'm hitting the driver far but all over the place, you can't make birdies from the rough. It's very difficult too. So I still have to work on hitting it straight while hitting it far. And that's a unique combo that I'm going to strive for the rest of my life.
And just one follow-up. As far as scrambling, that seems like the other crucial component to have around here. So do you take as much from those times when you save par as
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Phil gave me some great advice. He said when he almost won back in, was it 2006, right?
2006.
Yeah, he said he had the best short game week of his life. And so that's just a testament to showing that you have to have a great wedge game out here. And, I feel like my irons are great. The wedges are better. And the short game needs to be worked on just a little bit. But I would say it's been good so far. And that's what I'm going to hopefully do this weekend.
Back over here, wondering how hard it is to stay focused when you're making a series of birdies and bogeys as opposed to steady pars.
Yeah, it's definitely ebbs and flows, but I've been working hard on that recently and trying to keep myself level-headed no matter what. And I felt like I did a great job of that today. And, 5, made a dumb bogey, just didn't play the right distance and consequently hurt myself there. And then on 6, I just focused up and I was able to stay patient and execute a great drive and make 2 great putts there.
You mentioned in that TV interview that you want to be more and more patient. That's something you can't calibrate to use.
No.
What does that process look like? How do you teach yourself that?
For me, it's been a lot of breathing. Been working hard with NeuroPeak on that for a long time now. I know I've talked about it before, but just keep breathing and try and let the advantages play themselves out, of what I have. And if they don't, so be it. But as of right now, they've been doing well so far. And just know that I'm going to have a lot of opportunities if I keep driving it well.
Do you see a noticeable difference if you get something like what you might determine to be like an unlucky bounce or something like that?
Yeah, it's going to happen out here. I mean, I say it sometimes like, man, that was unlucky, but that's just golf. It's not me being anything other than just honest, and it just happens sometimes, and I realize that, and I'm okay with it. Everybody's subject to a bad break, and sometimes I wear the emotions on the sleeve a little bit, but I focus it right back up.
Doug?
Yeah.
Bryson, the test yesterday, the test today, which one do you enjoy more and why?
When I play well in these conditions, it's a lot more enjoyable. But it is comforting yesterday when you feel like I can go after it and the wind isn't affecting it that much, hitting it well. I would personally say, if I had to truly look back on it, I would say that this today is a more enjoyable test after I'm done because it shows who executed the shots the best, for sure.
So many people love to see carnage at a U.S. Open. Why do you think that is, and were you one of them?
It's relatable. I think it's relatable to a lot of players out there. They struggle with their game and they don't hit the greatest shots, and they like seeing carnage, And I'm gonna look this afternoon and do the same thing, to be seeing like, wow, that's really difficult because I experienced it, and I appreciate it.
Will you laugh or sympathize?
Sympathize.
Okay. No,
I'm not laughing at him. No. I won't go there. No.
Ron?
Given the force that you play with, is it possible to impose your will on a U.S. Open? That's not a tournament.
That's a great question. That's a question for the gods. That's a question for God. I don't know.
I've ever asked.
I don't know if you can. I mean, Tiger's been able to do something like that many times before, right? So I think there is something, but human scientific research does not say that there's anything about that.
Are there times you are trying to do that?
Oh yeah. Just say, no, it's just got to go here. It's just got to go here. And I think it's more of a positive mindset that allows your brain to be in a better state so you can problem solve a lot better in your brain to know what you need to do to hit a shot. I think that's really kind of willing it in is.
Last question on the left.
You mentioned breathing, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people kind of struggle with that. How does who don't play golf even, but how does it work for you? Like, how do you?
A lot of deep, long breaths. So it's sitting back, realizing the state you're in, and being able to take an 8-second breath in and then 8-second breath out. And that's just as simple as it gets for me.
Count to 8?
I mean, it's somewhere around there. I don't do it like perfectly on 8, but it's definitely just to calm myself down.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bryson.
Thank you, guys.